I have the fifth contestant on the stage, please? Nashid Abdul-Khaaliq. The silver lining. The silver lining. Nashid Abdul-Khaaliq.
There he was, sitting in a New York City train station, scared, shaken, wondering what will happen next. Bernard was only 16 years old and a troubled teenager. The police escorted a man before him and asked, "Is that him? Is he the one that robbed you?" Bernard looked up and saw the man he had robbed only 2 days ago and became terrified about a life in prison. The man looked and saw a teenager, shaken, so scared, badly wetting his pants, and said, "No way, that's not him." Bernard felt a great sense of relief, and when finally alone, prayed, "Oh God, thank you for saving me today. And Lord, please forgive a tough guy like me for publicly wetting my pants." Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, for every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. A silver lining means to have hope, regardless of how bad our situation might be. Allow me to share the story about Bernard's silver lining. Bernard was from a good family whose parents sent him to private elementary school where he was an A student. But when he graduated and went to the New York City public schools, things changed. He started hanging out with the wrong kind of people and following bad ways. At the age of 16, his father kicked him out of the house saying, "Boy, you are not going to disrespect me in my house." No longer having a home, dark, gritty rooftops became his bed, and the warm summer breeze his blanket, until he could find a place to stay. He then decided to start a family, but not a family of wife and kids, but a street family of dealers selling drugs for him. Kicked out of his parents' home, Bernard had no restrictions to living a very dangerous lifestyle. One cold, dark winter night at a Brooklyn train station, Bernard waited for the last passenger to get off the train in order to rob him. And as Bernard was approaching the passenger, the man turned and said, "Stop, or I'll shoot." Caught and desperate, Bernard shouted, Why you gonna pull a gun on me, man? I was just gonna ask you which train to take from here to Manhattan." "I know exactly what you are going to do. Now turn around and walk." Bernard turned and walked, terrified, not knowing if the man was going to shoot him. And after walking for a good ways, he mustered the courage to look. And the man was gone. Bernard felt a great sense of relief. Traumatic experiences like this, risking death, time after time, tormented Bernard so greatly and he began a desperate search for something to change his life. But just like every dark cloud has a silver lining, there was hope for Bernard in his desperate state. After searching, he found reading books on self-development and spiritual growth to be just what he needed to change his life. Learning that his life was meant for a higher purpose liberated Bernard's mind from a negative self-perception, and he began a profound transformation that gave purpose to his life. He went from being a failing student in high school to eventually graduating from MIT to becoming the president of his own computer company and to replacing his street family with a real family. Beautiful wife, 5 boys, and 1 girl. What if I told you that Bernard changed his name to Nashid and he's standing right here? But who would have thought that same teenager sitting in the New York City train station, wetting his pants, will be standing here today as Nashid, wet free. With hope and God's help, I transformed myself from New York City Bernard to Nashid. And I did it with a strong desire to change my life. And like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, I started making changes. I gave up lies and decided to be truthful and honest. I stopped stealing and replaced it with hard work and determination. And I continued striving for excellence until today I stand before you as a beautiful butterfly. What about you? What are your dark clouds? Whatever it is, like Bernard, you can overcome it. Never give up on hope. There's always a silver lining. Back to you, Toastmasters. Thank you.